Hello, my beloved friends. Hello, my beloved viewers and subscribers. Long time no see, huh? I missed you a little bit. So, today and in today's video, I wanna talk about mods. Once again, you ask me, no, not just a regular mods. About one particular, a special, we might call it a modification right now. So, let's talk about this situation right now. You know the situation when you love to mod Skyrim so much that you have 1500 modifications in your own mod list? Maybe it's very much common situation for someone. But there appears a problem. Load order limit in 254 ESP plugins. So what are you gonna need to do with that? Like to ask modders to make their file ESL? Maybe. It's one of the proper ways, but not all the modders want to do that. Not everyone giving permission to do that yourself. Or you can do that with sysedit or the testedit. But it's a little bit too long to do that. Like, it's time wasting. So, there's a logical question. What are we gonna do in this situation? And there comes one program which is the savior of the situation. Ladies and gentlemen, wanna introduce you program called ESLifier. Yeah, that is what you might be thinking. So what are we gonna need to do? We just simply need to download it. Unfortunately, it supports just an only manual download. So we wait several seconds. Okay, it's downloaded. So how and what we need to do next? Actually, you might need to exect it in every location you like, but for me, as a Vortex user, and I'm pretty sure in MO2 you can do the similar thing, we just drag and drop it and install as it's intended to be. So it's finally installed, and what are we gonna need now? We need our dashboard to the tools section, and we need to edit as we add some unique plugins like the especially like Pandora behavior engine or body sliding outfit studio. Simply we go to our Vortex mods directory, to the Vortex mods Skyrim special edition, and typing the ESLifier. There it is, ESLifier. We choose the ESLifier itself and saving. Now it appears right there. So when we first open ESLifier, we have a menu like that. So now a little bit introduction. If you are a Vortex user as me, like me, you don't need to do anything except these settings. If you are an MO2 user, you are enabling a mod organizer to mode. So there are two paths added by MO2 mode. Well, first one, MO2 is mod folder patch and mod list patch, where you have located your mods in MO2 directory and mod list patch. So I don't need them now. Because I'm on the Vortex. Unfortunately, I can't introduce you how the MO2 variation of patching works, but trust me, it's quite similar. Well, let's go to the paths. Data folder path. Everything is simple enough. We go to our Skyrim directory and simply choose their data. Then output folder path. choose any place you actually want. I will choose a main gaming D drive. Next one, output folder name. You can rename it if you want, but I don't want to do that actually. And the next one, plugins txt path. So once I asked ChatGPT, and it told me that you need to manually write all the ESP file names which you want to be ESLified, but actually I don't know why, but now I have a completely empty plugins txt file which works with no issues. I don't know, maybe you need to write all the ESL file names in Emo2 mode, but on Vortex you just need an empty txt file called plugins. Well, as I see, that might be all, and we go to the menu section. And as you see, everything is empty. First things first, we scan mod files. It takes some time, so you need to wait. As I said earlier, I have 1500 mods, so it takes a little bit long. I will ignore it. I had this issue earlier. So, before we continue, I want to show you once again that now I have 193 ESL plugins, and load order is almost full. The limit is 254, and I already have 193. So let's go back, and as you see, all the mods which can be ESLified are right there, and of course an ESM file. Yeah, that thing can ESLify even the master files. This is a high polyhead mod which is already integrated to my collection called Just For Me, but it calls Just For Me not for a long time. Trust me, in the future I want to make something fantastic with it. In the future we will get it. Trust me. So, what are we gonna need? First things first, we type all them, and I will do it with a shift. Let's see if it works. Well, I have marked all of them, and only thing we need to type compact ESLify selected. Let's do it. Yeah, and this is the our output I'm sorry, output weight in megabytes. So I'm typing yes, and let's be ready once again that it would take some time, because right now there is going the ESLification of almost 150 mod. There would be 150 because I need to ESLify the high polyhead ESM file separately. You will see that right in a second. Okay? ESP plugin ESLification is completed, and now I will type the high polyhead ESM and do totally the same thing. And now there comes the confirmation alert. This may generate up to 481.62 kilobytes of new files you have and a disk space. As we know, that's nothing compared to what we created right now. Of course, yes, and it does not even take a time. So what are we gonna do next? We're closing an ESLifier, and we need to find where is our ESLifier compact output located. As you remember, I have located it to the D disk, my gaming disk, directly. So what are we gonna do with it? Simply just drag and drop and install it like a mod. So it would take some time, maybe a little bit long, so I'll be back after it eventually finishes. And let's see how much time it needs to be installed. Well, it's finished. And as you see, just checking, as you see, this took literally less than 5 minutes. But now we have some issues, as you see. First things first, there are unresolved file conflicts. And there are really tons of files conflicting. What are we gonna do? Let's just see it and find there the output itself. Oh, it's the dropback from Mikhail. So, there is it, ESLifier compactor output. So, our main goal is to make the ESLifier compactor output, and yes, 7Z is because the Vortex automatically packs it to 7Z if you install it just like a folder. Yep, it makes it automatically. Now look, for me it's after all, but the ESLifier must, and it's mandatory to make ESLifier win all the conflicts. Literally all. It must be in the first place in the load order. And we simply save. So unresolved conflicts must be gone. Yeah, it's Vortex glitching sometimes. And another issue. Some mods are redundant. And if we see what is it, look how many of them are right there. So if you see that, just disable all of them. Because this is how the ESLifier works. It literally takes all the mods, ESLifies it, repacks it, and when you install it, you literally install all your previous mods the same time, but now they are already ESLified. And now, let's remember how many ESL files I got earlier. I had 193. Let's go to the plugin section. And oh my god, just 43. Literally 150 heavy plugins, heavy files, which were holding the load order, were directly moved to the light section. I remind you, the limit for the light section is 4096. So, now let's check how the game would work. For you, it's literally 1 second. For me, it's some time, cause 50 mods. Well guys, we are in game, as you see, with my sexy albino Nordic girl. If you want to download this preset, I will leave the link to my Discord, to my Nexus channel in description, so you can check out of my personally made and not only mods. Saying truly, I just made 3 or 4 modifications and this preset. Everything else is ported. Bikini armor is from the modder called Ena Eton. I'm sorry if you're watching it and I'm pronouncing your name wrong. So, that's all for today, my beloved friends. If you liked the video, please consider giving a like and subscribe to my channel. And until we meet again.